We're here in Middletown. There's a double rainbow. Boom and boom. By the old church there. One of the first rainstorms of the year. This is a quest for details, by the way. Wow, I look kind of crazy, so. More crazy than usual. This is where we're at. We're at Helena Creek in Middletown, California. And we're just gonna hunt for rocks real quick. One of the most magic times to be out rock hounding is when the entire ground has been wetted down for you, which is what's happened. And we have about that much sunlight, so I'm gonna see what I can do. It is after work. Then yeah, let's go see if we can make a quick little hunt out of this. Well, I was thinking it might be hard light and the fortunes might not be with us, but right here is a big old crevice agate. You have to excuse my hands. I've been working all day and they are pretty grubby. But look at the top of that. It's all covered in petroidal drues. Look at that. Broom. And then you can see layers. The white milk and then the clear in between. And that one was just waiting there for us. That's an okay start. Kind of wandering down here until I can find some littler stuff. But there you go, that's part of what we're looking for. These little soft nodes can be really pretty. The lightness of it shows that it's got some common opal to it, and sometimes when you cut them open they are very beautiful little nodes. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Look at that green chunk of chert just looking up at us. And over here, what did I see? This is actually a really pretty little chunk of this landscape tuff. It's got a lot of lines going on there. Might put that in the bag too. Oh, and it was sitting right by this big old gob of agate. Look at the top of that. You see all the little lines in the chalcedony? Categorize it as an agate. Just that clear part going through there, and then the bottom of this is a more milky creature. Which doesn't mean it's not pretty in there. Could be good contrast between the clear of the chalcedony and that milky part. But yeah. More agate goodness. Check this one. Things are just kind of glowing in this light, so the only reason I stopped was because it had rained. But no, not that, but yes, this has a little blue botryoidal coating to it. It's just a low coating. Pretty color though. You can see the little thin layers that make this one up. It's a dinky. We'll bring it home though. Here's a big crazy agate creature. Ooh. This is one of those milky ones, but when you cut these open they have crazy patterns. Look in here. That whole part's kind of like a crystally mass there, and then see these bladed crystals. Maybe if I get it wet. But that is our biggest agate mass today. These are the ones with the pockets of crystals all through it, and then the little blades. If you've seen it in any of my videos. They're way more impressive cut open. That's what that creature is there. So I'm happy with that. Ooh. Are you... This one's going to be really pretty just because it's in the type of stone here where these really blue Almost thunder-eggy looking agate chalcedonies occur. Look at that. So, not much on the back, but let's zoom in, check out the details. Boom, right? Let me actually get that wet too. Look at those. Look at the details. That's ridiculous. See the orange woven in at the edges besides the obvious insane eyeball in the middle there. Boom. Look at that. I think that's beautiful. The white, the blue, the red and the orange interacting at the edges. See, these are kind of little geodes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right there. That one's going home with us. There's that chunk. This is that landscape tuff, which has been broken open. See how light it is on the outside? All these pieces here. That's actually a nice piece too. But just as an example of how bright and beautiful it gets on the inside. Yep. Actually stepped past this one and then stepped back realizing what I'd seen. A little chalcedony seam running through here. It's a little bit whiter in that part. It's mostly just that little vein that you're looking at. And here it's actually divided into its little colors and layers. Whew, I'm actually chilly. Ooh, there's a little triangle of tiny geodeness. Yep. It's magic after the rain light though. Things are glowing up. Saw this one just from a full walking pace. See a wedge of chalcedony. We'll take it. Real basic. I don't see very many patterns in it. But that's what we're here looking for. What are you? Crazy red stained? Little crevice creature. I think it's about half quartz and then half chalcedony mixed with some sort of red. It's okay. You're okay. The light's fading on us a little bit here. That's okay. Short little hunt, short little video. We found some good finds. I'm gonna keep looking. And whoa, look at that. The dragons are out tonight. And the problem is that I try and look back at this, everything's all washed out. So I'll let you know. Right there. Ooh. This is a kind of pretty one. I brought the spray bottle. Man, it went from 80-degree days to 60-degree days on us, just like that. So I can't complain. I'd have to say I can survive a colder day better than I can survive a hot day. So everybody's different like that. I'm not snow or frozen guy, but I can deal with rain more than I can deal with scalding hot deserts. But yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at Milky mixed with the clear. Chunk of agate. See the bubbliness there? The petroidal bubble goodness. And then the clear. Ooh, there's more. Which are little frog eggs or snail eggs or something in there. And then goes into more clear and milky zones. Again, I apologize for my hands, but they're just dirty. Dirt don't hurt. Yeah, second agate, that quick. I am kind of high grading. We only have this much time left. It's a beautiful time of night though. So, getting our hunting done. We have this whole area here we can poke through. Everything's got a little bit of water on there, which really helps separate all the different things going on. We're just zigzagging back and forth across. I'm not picking up so much of the picture tuff. It is here. Lots of quartz, lots of bowenite and serpentines, all of that. I'm just kind of high grading for agates. We're on kind of an evening after work. Just got off and have an hour of light agate hunt. So that's what we're doing. Agates and ... anything else crazy that stands out. It's kind of giving you a shot of gravels though. It's fun. We're just looking for the little glow of chalcedony blue in amongst all that. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. It's deep purples off that way, and the whole rest of the riverbed. And then this way we got beautiful pinks and purples and peaches coming out. So I think I'm going to go ahead and give up my eyeballs. Ain't working very well in this light anymore, so I might take a couple more ganders across the gravels, but then I am out of here. So thank you for joining me on this short one, and we'll get out for a longer adventure here soon. Until then, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on down the road.